March 4th, President Biden signed an executive order terminating the Zimbabwe Sanctions program, which has been in effect since 2003. That same day, the U.S. Department of the Treasury, Office of Foreign Assets Control, or OFAC, designated 11 individuals and 3 entities for their engagement in corruption and human rights abuses under the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act. The United States is committed to ensuring our sanctions are timely, relevant, and targeted against individuals responsible for corruption and serious human rights abuses. In Zimbabwe, we continue to witness gross abuses of political, economic, and human rights. The targeting of civil society and severe restrictions on political activity have stifled fundamental freedoms, while key actors, including government leaders, have siphoned off government resources for personal gains. Sanctions on these individuals and entities do not represent a sanction on Zimbabwe or its public. The United States reaffirms its commitment to working with the people of Zimbabwe. This sanctions transition makes clear what has always been true. U.S. sanctions are not on the country of Zimbabwe. We are refocusing our sanctions on specific and clear individuals and entities. We continue to urge the government of Zimbabwe to take concrete steps to more open and democratic governance, including addressing corruption and protecting human rights. 11 individuals and 3 entities sanctioned under the current Global Magnitsky designations are there for their flagrant human rights abuses and corrupt behavior. U.S. policy, our policy has not changed. Our policy on Zimbabwe supports the citizens in Zimbabwe and its democratic institutions. That has not changed. But this is a shift in approach. But it's consistent in our focus on corrupt actors and human rights abusers. U.S. sanctions are not intended to be permanent. One of the primary goals of U.S. sanctions is to bring about positive changes in behavior. That might take time. But we encourage the government of Zimbabwe, including members of the government named in these March 4th designations, to take concrete steps toward democratic reforms that they themselves have said that they seek.